What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to set up the Mega Backdoor Roth through Fidelity. And if you don't know what the Mega Backdoor is and not sure if this is the right strategy for you, make sure you watch my previous video first, which I'll link on the screen, where I've gone into everything you need to know about the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy and how to set it up via Vanguard. But this video specifically is for Fidelity. So if this interests you, make sure you watch it till the end. Without further ado, let's start. Well, first, you want to go into your account where you click on your employer's 401k plan. Within this section, there is a box that says contribution. So you want to click on manage your contributions and click on contribution amount. The first box tells you whether currently you're having employer match at the moment. So a general strategy is employer match is free money. So you always want to max that out first before thinking about the Mega Backdoor Roth strategy. The difference between a Mega Backdoor versus a regular backdoor is that the regular backdoor only allows you to contribute up to $6,000 a year, whereas the Mega Backdoor takes it to another level, allowing you to contribute up to $38,500 as of year 2021. So the next box following is where you want to select your contribution amount. And it has, broadly speaking, there are three categories. There's the pre-tax or pre-tax bonus, there's the Roth with the Roth bonus, as well as after-tax, and then the after-tax bonus. The bonus essentially just means if you get, let's say, a one-time annual bonus from your company, and you can also contribute part of that into your 401k plan. So as you can see, right now my setting is I set everything 0 for my pre-tax, and my after-tax is maxed out. The reason why this is the case is because I already maxed out my pre-tax. So these two boxes used to be 100%, and now it has been set 0. Because one of the things I'm trying to advocate for anyone who's watching this channel is a strategy called Frontloading, which means you want to contribute all your paychecks at the beginning of the year as early as possible, so you allow the money to grow the longest time possible. Again, this might not be the right strategy for everyone, especially if you have cash flow problems in the beginning of the year. So coming back to the after-tax portion, the 75% is the maximum you can do. So every employer might be different, but all you have to know is just not make sure you max it out. Okay, the key here is that you want to change under other contribution where it says daily Roth in-plan conversion. Right now, the current selection is do not convert after tax. So you want to change that to convert after tax. What this essentially means is everything you put into the after tax money, it will be automatically rolled into Roth through the in-plan conversion. There's also another strategy called the in-service distribution, which is a little bit manual, but if your employer doesn't offer this automatic in-plan conversion, maybe that's something you want to check out. I'll also link a resource inside the description box. So once that has been selected, remember this will only affect your future contributions, not your past contributions, and it can take up to 1 to 2 pay periods to reflect that, depending on your employer's pay schedule. So once you've done that, click on change contribution amount. And this just gives you another look at the summary of your contribution and then what's the changes you made, which we went from do not convert to convert after tax contribution, and click on submit. Voila, you're done. And one more step you want to do is you want to make sure your contribution is being invested. Let's go back to this page, and instead of the contribution tab, you want to click on the investment tab. Here is where you see your default contributions, and by default you should be again, this depends on your employer's 401k plan, you should be defaulted into one of these Vanguard target funds. I think for us was originally the Vanguard target 2055. This fund especially does dynamic rebalancing based on how close or how far you're from the retirement age, and they will adjust your equity and bond mix depending on your how close you're to retirement. So more conservative if you're near retirement, and then more aggressive if you're far from retirement. So what we did is we actually changed to a different index. This is the state. Let's just click on it. This is the State Street US Total Market Index Securities Long Lending Series, and within this pop-up, you can also see what are the top 10 holdings in this particular index. And the reason why I like it is it has like pretty solid companies, mostly large caps, and it also has very enticing returns. So a really lovely tool I like to use from Fidelity is this filter and compare option. Let's say you were trying to choose between various different index funds. This is a great way for you to compare its historical returns, its risk level. It also has Morningstar ratings, performance, etc. For example, I want to look at the State Street versus this Vanguard 2025, and then I just click on compare. There's a graph showing you how they perform historically within a particular time frame. And a really cool tab I like to look at is this risk. So it has a Morningstar category risk, so those two are similar, but then it also show you the standard deviation. The standard deviation measures the volatility of this particular index. And then it also has the Sharpe ratio. Sharpe ratio takes your return and divide that by risk. So generally speaking, the higher the Sharpe ratio is, the better the fund is. So, and then the beta just shows you how closely you're tracking against the market. And then this one, as you said, the total market index is fairly close to the market. So as you can tell, like based on this graph, right, you might say, okay, like it seems like the State Street Total Market Fund is like strictly better than the Vanguard Retirement 2025 based on the Sharpe ratio. That is true, but it also has a higher risk based on the standard deviation. So it all comes down to sort of your risk tolerance, your financial goals. And a lot of friends come to me and be like, okay, Ying, just recommend me this like number one index fund, the number one stock we can all invest in. And my answer usually to them is no. Like I want you guys to also earn your own financial knowledge and improve your own financial literacy. And then reading charts like this or a table like this will really help. Additionally, you also want to be aware of the fees, which is something people often overlook. So if you scroll down here, you can click on the fees tab, where it has a column that's gross expense ratio. These are essentially the fees these funds charge to manage your portfolio. So as you can see, all these fees are fairly low for my employer's plan, but depending on what your employer is offering, these fees could vary. The target date fund is more expensive than the total market fund. So after taking into account all the returns, Sharpe ratio, the risks, and the expense ratio, picking the total target market fund is a no-brainer for me. But again, this situation could be different depending on what your employer is offering. So I do encourage you guys to check out all those different parameters before making the decision. If you do decide to switch your investment out of the target date, you can go to the change investment tab, and it gives you options to change investment elections, exchange one investment, or exchange multiple investments. So sometimes you can even do like, maybe I wanted to put 40% of my money in this fund and 60% in another fund. So those are all the options that are available. If you still haven't entered my giveaway, I'll make sure I link it on the screen and inside the description box. So make sure you go check out that video on how to win 3 Amazon gift cards. It's just my way of saying thank you for reaching 1K subs. So yeah, thanks again. I hope to see you guys in the next one. Bye.